Did I turn on the timer?
You never do.
It's been like 3 times ever. You never do, God dang. Welcome back to RatAttack, everybody.
Hello.
Today we're playing more raincode.
Hello.
Been a few days for us.
Hello.
So starting with this question. Okay. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Imagine like new raincode video comes out and it's just 40 minutes of that.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. All right. Well, I think I've had my fill for today. I'm gonna end
This is a really productive episode, guys.
We should definitely do that for like April Fool's sometime.
We keep missing our April Fool's date to do that
I always
stuff.
forget April Fool's is like a thing.
We always have like 100 different ideas, and then it gets to be April Fool's. We just do none of them.
Well, we only ever think of the April Fool's ideas in months like September
September.
and October. And
Yeah.
Anyway, when did the culprit get off? I'm a pal.
I wish the culprit got me off.
I can get you off.
Can you put a
Ew.
Jerry Seinfeld laugh track in?
Ethan, I don't want to do work.
Oh, okay, never mind.
But I'll do it just this once for you.
Can you cut the next half of the video out so that way we can compensate for the work Gage had to do?
Here, you know what? So I don't have to go find a clip. I'll do the Jerry Seinfeld laugh.
Should we both do it? So it's like...
let's do it. I'm sorry.
That's not what I was trying to do, but...
Hey, kid, you got any ketchup?
Guys, make sure you put Sans on screen.
Yeah.
Them do it, not you, though.
Thank you. That saves me a lot of time. Can we start? All right. So when did the culprit get off? I'm a pal.
We don't know. I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure it's when we're opening the door. Because there's like the door. Hold on. I'm tripping on my words. Hold on. God, there's so many of these freaking things. Okay. It says it is designed to open slowly. It's at the top right there. Door of the panel chamber is designed to open slowly. So I'm guessing, because it's like a solid like 10 seconds or something. Now, with everything we've learned so far, I've like been editing the videos, right? And I haven't gotten much more like theory-wise, really.
Okay.
Because this is a hard case.
I've completely forgotten.
But it is kind of sad knowing what I know now, watching the videos, because it's like, guys, you like have the theory. You've already said it like prior, but now you just forgot about it.
Well, it's because we make like 100 different theories.
Yeah, and there's like between different days. Like we had like some of the pieces to this already, but we just forgot them. But anyway.
It was Tiny Yakko, though, right?
Oh yeah, like I looked it up. It is Tiny Yakko.
Good.
My biggest like problem with everything we've got going right now, how do we not hear Dr. Weska being murdered while this door is like opening, you know? Because this door here, it didn't open before we opened it. If he's riding on top of our Amapal and goes in the door when we open it, because we can't really see anything, why didn't we hear something? Why didn't we hear a struggle or like a stabbing? And a theory I almost have is what if Dr. Weska died from maybe like the poison? Or if he was like already dead in there for some reason.
Yeah, that does. I didn't think about that before, but that is kind of a weird thing where it's like you'd have to be really quick in killing him.
Yeah, like how you'd think there'd be some sort of struggle, and there was blood below him. We're guessing on like a wound on his stomach or his chest or something.
Or if he was coughing up blood or whatever.
Yeah, so he could have maybe been already dead. And then he just went in there and he's like, well, I need the credit. Stabs him 3 times with his Fink saber and then leaves.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So...
Or just, like, hides out of the robot's field of view, I guess.
Yeah, something like that.
Right.
Well, this is the mystery to be solved, so let's clear it out.
Shut up, Yuma.
Yeah, Yuma, shut up.
I hate Yuma.
When would it have been possible for them to get into the room ahead of us? I don't know, they voiced the whole thing, and not that one. When opening the door... Well, okay, hold on, we got some weird
I like
options.
how the guy moves around.
Before opening the door, while opening the door? I'd guess while opening the door, because we have the solution key saying their head is locked in place and they won't be able to turn their head. So I'm guessing he would wait, and probably knowing that, to get off and hop in there.
Makes sense to me.
While opening the door, because the arm was extended.
The culprit murdered the doctor before Amapal entered the room. Which means the culprit had to have gotten ahead of Amapal at some point.
But yeah, we're like at the part where it's like, well, he's just slowly rotating. You see
Yeah,
that?
I see that.
We're like at the part in the video where it's like, oh, he must have got in using an Omapal. And then we're like, where did he get an Omapal? And we like go on with this like tangent of stupid theories that make no sense. And it's like, no, only one Omapal went in there. Sometimes it's really sad to watch, but
That's
whatever.
just how we work, bro.
I don't need pride. I don't need it.
It was when the door first opened. At that moment, the culprit snuck into the doctor's room.
Though, there is a lot of time between, like, pulling that arm back and slowly turning around.
Oh yeah, I think he had time. I just don't know why we didn't hear anything.
We were, like, spamming the emotes at the time, I think.
Yeah, and I think Desahiko is, like, yapping in our ear, but still...
Right. Did it even have audio? Do we know?
I mean, we hear...
True, they would have said something if it didn't.
We hear the piano when we do the piano emotes and stuff. It sounded like it had a normal hearing capability.
Right.
And I would guess a toy robot for kids, I would guess it has a microphone. It said it has a microphone.
Yeah.
So you should be able to hear stuff.
I'm sure, like, talking to it's a big part. Like, I'm a pal, go do this.
I'm a pal, dance for us.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the doors were slowly opening, just like this.
I want to see him do
That's when
it.
the culprit took their chance.
They didn't have time to animate that.
Probably not.
Oh my god! The budget went up! It's crazy!
There was enough space for a person to slip through. The culprit hopped off and went inside.
Do we notice any, like, screen crap when this was happening?
Nah. I don't think it... I mean, I still feel like you could have just walked around, but...
I guess this is the quickest way. Maybe.
Either way, he can still climb off us. I mean, there's footholds. He's fine. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so then he goes in here. Then what happens? I'm very curious about this part.
Stabby stabby, I guess.
I keep doing this okay thing, like I'm Donald Trump with my hand. I'm just like, this is the best mystery, the greatest mystery yet.
Trump would love this game.
Trump would not know what is going on in this game.
We could get into the doc's lab now.
How's the Shinigami lady flying?
Is this a joke to you? Your deduction is full of holes. If this is a joke, it's not very funny.
Master, you know what to do.
Of course.
Piss on him.
Make a joke and make him laugh.
Yeah, that.
I'll take your garbage deduction and toss it in the trash. I am the saint of Kanai Ward, protecting it from filth like you!
Whatever, you big baby.
Very big baby, with big bulging muscles.
What is all that?
The culprit?
There's all that crap on the right. Did you see that?
Just the buttons, I think. Anyway, so we got Amapal's design.
Okay.
This one.
Hopped off Alapal
Sure.
as the door opened.
I'm like still like trying to remember and get back into it, to be honest.
Oh my god.
That's impossible even for Fink the Slaughter Artist!
It wasn't even him.
Think about it.
Think about it. Oh,
That almost got
line
you.
of sight changed just a bit.
I don't think it could
Camera would
have.
have caught
Yeah,
it.
we argue that.
Right.
Okay, whatever. He jumps
No one
higher
would
than
do
that.
Something so risky.
I kind of like. I know I get hit by these all the time, but I kind of wish they'd make them harder.
The culprit must
I
be
think it's
really
plenty
lucky.
hard as is.
What? Did they use some sort of special power?
See, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting to get brought up.
Right.
But I think it's the other one for right now.
No.
Shut up, woman! I'm still very curious if like.
Ramapal's line of sight.
I just need to
changed
stop.
That one?
zoom.
Is that what you're arguing?
I need to fast.
The camera would have caught it.
No, I think this is the next one.
I don't think it
No one would
is.
do something so risky.
Wait, did it say the Amapal turning his head thing?
The crime
so.
would have been exposed. The culprit must be really
Yeah.
Oh
lucky.
my god! I was distracted.
Every single time.
Only like half the time. What are you talking
That's
about?
still a lot.
That's not that much.
The
It is
culprit
the.
artist.
That one.
No, it's not. Think about it. That's a funny original.
That one.
Yeah.
There.
Mystery.
First try.
First try, just cut that out so it looks better.
Amapal Omapal is designed so that when its hand is stretched out, it won't execute any other inputs.
That's correct.
That's why when it was pressing the button for the door, the culprit didn't show up on the camera.
You little maggots. Don't get so full of yourselves. You're not getting out of here alive.
This guy's just so unintimidating. He's like the big main villain, as far as we know, I guess. And he's just like always such a emo middle schooler.
I know, I have felt no like fear towards him at all. I honestly thought the other girl was a much better antagonist. Martina.
You just thought she was hot.
Well, duh, but that doesn't mean I'm wrong.
Yeah.
She was a better antagonist. She had more of like a villain thing going on. He's just a whiny kid.
So
A little bit.
Omapal couldn't move while the door was opening.
Yeah.
That's when the culprit took their chance.
Yeah.
I wish you guys would just write down whatever's
Since the
like
door opens
being told to you
outward,
at the beginning of
it's
these.
possible to take advantage of the blind spot it creates. That's how the culprit managed to stay outside the camera's view as they entered the doctor's room.
Dude.
So it's an elaborate murder that took advantage of Omapal's design, and even the direction the door opens. Whoever planned this must have really wanted the
I am
doctor
curious, like,
dead.
how they planned for this, though. Like, how they planned for someone to go in there with an Omapal and, like...
It would have to be Yako, I think. He's the only one that like knows what's going on.
Yeah...
Who else would have all this information?
Someone with the foresight forte. That'd be cool.
Who else would have a forte except Yako?
Yomi.
Yo me.
Or...
They're gonna say
Fink-
yo mama.
Fink the Slaughter Artist, maybe.
It's not
You
him.
call it an obsession. How scary. Just like this passageway.
Passage away.
Where will it take us?
Shut up.
Perhaps a sweet
Passage
culprit's
way.
obsession on full display.
A sage way? What?
A room.
Knock it off with the
Oh,
weird
man.
soliloquies.
I accidentally
Let's
skipped
go.
some of his dialogue. How'd she pronounce that word?
Soliloquies.
Knock it off with the weird soliloquies. Let's go.
It's not what you said.
Soliloquies. I was not listening.
Put what soliloquies means on screen.
It's like metaphors or whatever.
Really going where? Why are you so ominous?
Again?
Vivia-chan.
Vivia keeps casting doubts. It's bringing this guy out.
Hey,
He's trying to catch my
Yuma.
fade.
when the culprit entered the doctor's
Stop
room,
talking
the door
gibberish.
was open.
Who?
You!
What did I say?
You say he's trying to catch your fade. I don't even know what that means.
He is. It really is.
Okay, well, let's do anything
Yeah.
else.
At the time, the doctor was in the room, right?
You should have been.
If the door opened and an intruder entered, how could the doctor not have noticed?
He was already dead.
So what if he did notice? It's not a big deal.
Yes, it is. If he had noticed an intruder, the doctor would have turned to face him. Which means he wouldn't have been stabbed
Wasn't he deaf?
in the back.
That piece of trash is right.
He
Your
was
logic
deaf.
is flawed.
Hey, what are you, on the Phantom side now?
Listen to my incredible words of wisdom.
My incredible words of wisdom.
Alright, this should be good.
I have the best words of wisdom.
Your crappy deduction is worth less than shit! Everything you do is a fucking mistake!
Those were not words of wisdom. That was an insult.
I do love how he just doesn't care and will just say the most vulgar bullcrap to you, even if it makes no sense.
It's so mean, though. It hurts my feelings.
If your feelings get hurt by a fictional video game character with no clothes on, you need to do some self-reflection.
I'm not going to, though.
I'm not going to, though.
What do they say? What does that guy say?
Reasoning deathmatch.
He does not say that. What is that? Oh, those are our perks. I see.
Your deduction is inconsistent!
Oh, we gotta throw it back in his face.
Which one?
Full of inconsistencies!
That one.
It's not even one of them.
Your logic. Even if the doctor could be stabbed,
Okay. Oh,
it wouldn't be
shoot.
from behind.
I agree.
He's deaf.
That claim doesn't hold up.
He might not have been stabbed from behind. We don't know.
No, the culprit did stab the doctor in the back. That's how the body was discovered.
That's why there were stab wounds in the back.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying your deduction is inconsistent.
He's like, I know, you idiot.
By your logic, the doctor couldn't have been murdered in that way!
I wish one of these would just be like two people having bad points the entire
culprit.
time.
Yeah, sometimes it kind of is.
Quickly
Yeah.
enter the lab. But the doctor
Here we
was
go.
in the room at the time, right?
No.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
He missed an intruder. Running
Scary.
is noisy.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, he's deaf,
So
I can
Wesker
argue
would
that.
heard
Yeah,
and
that's
turned
what
to face
you'd
the
have
culprit.
to do.
And
Okay.
his chest would have been stabbed, not his back.
That still might have
Sexy.
Unless
happened.
you think the doctor was asleep.
Yeah, that still very well could have.
Is there any trace of him being drugged?
Methamphetamine I planted on his body.
Even if he didn't look back from his desk, he would have heard someone coming.
Oh, that one. Just do that.
This is the truth.
That works.
I wonder if those both would have been right.
Yeah, I don't
Probably
know.
not, but
Wait, the doctor had trouble hearing. That's why he didn't notice the intruder.
I like how he starts fighting him, but he doesn't know at the time whether he's actually right or not. So he's just like, wait a minute, no, that doesn't make sense.
it's like someone talking to their dog, like, "No, you can't do that. Don't."
Bad Yummy.
Now
Also,
you
Yo
stop
Mi and
nonsense.
Yuma's an interesting
Say
parallel.
whatever you want.
They're
it
brothers.
won't save you.
And they're
They're
also
lovers.
brothers with Makoto. And they're also brothers with
Lovers.
Halara.
They-
Lovers?
They all love each other.
That's very cute. I hope their polyamorous relationship goes very well.
You said that the most like Republican, like, I don't know what they're doing over there, them polyamorous is, but I don't like
I
it.
couldn't think if that was the right word.
Right?
Because it's polygamy.
It's polygamy, but you're polyamorous.
Yeah.
It's like if you're French. No, wait, no, that's still it.
If you're French, you're French.
If you're-
If
you're
from
from-
France,
You're
then
from France,
French.
but you're French.
If you're from RatAttack, you're stupid.
Yeah, you're
It
mentally
doesn't-
challenged.
It does not match like you think it would.
Nope.
There's a gaping hole in your logic.
Gaping hole in my
There's
butt.
no way you're gonna fill it
Come
at this
fill
rate.
it, Yomi. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. Ooh la la, someone draw that.
Because you, more than anyone else, you're the one refusing to see the truth right before your eyes.
I wonder if there is like logic to that.
I think it's because it's Yako. I think is what he might be implying.
What? I refuse to see the truth? Vivia said the same thing. But
What do you guys mean?
It's strange, don't you think? Isn't it about time
It's
you noticed
Yako. That's what they're leading up to,
something's
right?
Off here?
Something to do with one of the detectives, probably, because we have Fubuki's forte as a
And she was weird.
solution key.
She was a little weird, I think.
A little bit.
Desuhiko's just always a suspect because he's terrible.
And then Yako's just his own whole thing over there.
Yep.
You've solved many mysteries up to now, yet none of them are directly connected to the culprit's identity.
Yeah, they were.
That's because the culprit is the hitman.
If
Oh,
that's the case,
he means for this case.
why haven't you reaped the hitman's soul? And that would end the labyrinth.
It's not that easy. The culprit will fight back unless we solve all the mysteries first.
I think he's implying it could not be the hitman.
Hang on. What are you getting at?
In my eyes, the reason a single mystery hasn't been directly connected to the culprit is because of Yuma's reluctance. It's pushing away the mysteries that lead to the culprit.
You mean it's not the hitman?
huh?
Subconsciously, you're closing your eyes to the truth.
Stinky
That's
breath.
why you haven't touched on the hole in your reasoning.
It definitely smells like cheese. Like, there's no way he eats anything other than cheese.
Uh,
But, like, the cheese they purposely make moldy,
ew.
that's like, that's a thing, though. Like, blue cheese or whatever.
I don't think I've had much blue cheese.
I don't like cheese.
You don't like cheese?
Not usually. Like, it's fine when it's, like, an ingredient, but, like, on its own, it's just terrible.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, I was about to, like, pull out a list of all the things you've eaten with cheese
Or
that
like,
you liked.
like when I did eat like Lunchables as a kid, they're like, they're terrible for you. You shouldn't eat them.
Uh-huh.
But it's like, I'd always just wouldn't eat the cheese.
I see. I eat just plain cheese all the time.
I could never.
What about like string cheese?
I just like, it's okay. It's like my last ditch. Like, I'm hungry and don't want to make anything food.
See, I love it. I love cheese.
What hole?
Butthole.
Whatever, that's enough. Just ignore this guy and keep going.
Hey!
Is it him? Is he like implying something? Like
I assume he's referencing Yako.
someone?
He's gotta be. It's gotta be Yako. There's no way it isn't Yako.
Yuma,
What?
Jeez, go away!
you know what I'm talking about, don't you? The
Just
huge
makes it your
hole
mom
in this
joke.
Investigation.
I wish.
What are you...
Just ignore him.
Let's review your deduction, shall we? The
Okay.
culprit took advantage of Amapau's locked position and entered the lab.
Okay.
And before the robot entered the room, that person stabbed the doctor from behind.
Yep.
However, they bumped into Amapau while escaping, causing it to fall over.
Yep.
Sure.
That was obviously a mistake, but since it wasn't captured on video, they were able to avoid detection.
I don't know if I'd
After
say it was a
that,
mistake,
The
but
culprit went inside the decontamination device in the airlock to hide from you.
That's correct. So what's the hole in my deduction?
Who it was.
It's before all of that. It remains the case's greatest mystery.
gas chamber.
Which is?
How did the culprit get past security?
What?
They were disguised in a lab coat. Or it was
I already
Yako in
told
his
you that.
disguise.
Right, because he was in a disguise. We saw him in one.
Yeah.
The culprit rode on top of Amapau as Master controlled it and was taken all
Now he
the way
means
to the
all
top
of
the lab.
security, Shinigami.
But if someone was riding on it, how did they get past the high voltage shocks in the panel chamber?
Same way we did. That one I can explain. Like,
Yeah, they were on the robot. That's it.
Ibuki brought him back to life. The gas, though, that I don't know.
Oh,
Like, literally the simplest solution to how they get past the gas is they didn't.
Right. Does he mean how did they run back over the tiles? No, you just called him.
Do the tiles, do they like re-electrify themselves on the way
You have
back?
nowhere left to go!
Maybe.
Could he not remember the password on the way back? Is it not the same one?
They never said that.
Does it,
But
or will it just electrify you no matter what if you try and walk the other way back?
I don't know.
Because
But,
going the way back, you're supposed to hit the like exit button.
well, I figured you could just take the reverse order back if those are just ones don't go off.
That's what I thought, but I don't know if it's ever said really. So maybe it's not possible.
come on, why now?
Tiny man. Tiny man.
Shinigami's just so like, I don't know.
I won't let you maggots ruin the peace of Kanai Ward! As the king of Amaterasu Corporation and the guardian of Kanai Ward, I will stop you here and now!
Guardian from
Perhaps
what?
this, too, is an obsession. Why does he insist on covering up the truth? Tell
Money.
me, what will you do, Yuma? Are you going to stay willfully blind?
Bro, just say it.
I'll fight. Whether it's subconscious or not, I won't look away from the truth. I'll find the truth no matter what. This is for the chief and everyone at the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
See, it's Yako. It's Yako. If that was his like
Good
breath
luck.
of,
You'll never find it.
Yeah.
you know, that was definitely like a "Are you serious?" or "You don't get it" type breath.
I'd really like to know. So if this does turn out to be Yako, because he's been like a big like suspect of ours the whole time, what ties this case to Yako? So far we have it. So okay, let's go with the timeline of events we have so far. If it was Yako, he leaves the secret lab, right? Or not the secret lab, but the like little part Dr. Weska is in, and he gets stabbed in that hallway. Or so we think.
One question I have:
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to think of when Yako would have left the vent and ran out. When we went all the way in to investigate, he could have just exited it. Right? If he was in that little cubby hole in the first part.
Well, he wasn't in the cubby. He jumped out of the cubby hole in the first part to get on the robot.
Right, but he would have had to go back in it so we didn't see him when he's running back against all the things.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't hide in a corner or something.
Yeah, what about it?
I was just wondering when he could have done that, because I just had it in my head wrong, so I wanted to get that straight, but I got it.
Okay, it is a little weird, though, because I remember that was a part we talked about originally, was, did he really run all the way over there that quickly? Because the second
But the robot got tipped over for a second, too.
Yeah.
If he's really booking it, I think he could make it.
Yeah, but I guess we'll have to find out how he got all the way through it then, or if, I don't know, is he implying it's like a suicide angle? What else ties this to Yako?
My biggest thing, and this was like my original theory, is that Yako purposely got Yomi to stab him.
Mm-hmm.
And then that way Yomi's the one we end up killing.
Yako testified the hitman attacked him.
Unless Yako's pretending to be hurt. Could he have like an illusion or like body morphing power or something, you think? They just make it look like he has deep wounds?
I don't know. See, I think he has to be like actually injured because, I mean, Halara treated him.
And
like
Halara
medically.
Knows, yeah, they know this
Shinigami and Yomi both took one look at him and said, that's a hurt man right there.
Yeah.
There's also this. I don't know what the woman has to do with this. She looks like, who does this woman look like?
Kind of like Yuma, honestly.
A little bit.
I can see that in the face. Honestly, maybe it's like Yuma's mom or something. Because look at how the hair is like angled.
Yeah, it's the same like pattern.
Right, which makes me think it might be a Yuma related thing.
You'll scurry around this labyrinth forever, like blind mice. You'll rot away in it, looking for an answer that will never come.
He said come.
Did it always flash red before like that?
I think so. And even if it didn't, what does that tell you?
Maybe there's like a hidden picture in there.
Oh, okay.
Also, we've had a lot of these.
I know. But they never really go on for more than one, like, little answer.
Right.
Okay.
Keep playing with your shit deductions.
I will.
You still
I'm
haven't
sorry.
solved the greatest mystery.
What?
How did the
I don't know what I'm doing.
Security.
Oh my god.
The critical lab security system was always.
No, well.
No, I think that's true.
Yeah, it only got disabled once we hit the button. See,
Ghost form could get
I
by
think he
it.
could have just hidden behind the door again. I mean, I think that's reasonable. Until we hit the button. You know? Because it didn't let us go out there. We weren't in free cam or anything. Like, we couldn't go out into that room.
Right.
He was on the side of the door with the button we hit to get in, basically.
But still coming in. Like when he's on top of the robot.
What about it?
The poison would have still got him.
Yeah, we're not talking about the poison right now. They skipped over that so hard for some reason. I don't know why.
I assume because it's going to be revealed like they just took it.
Probably. But talking about where he could have been without like going back past the panel chamber, well, I think he just could have been behind the door again. Anyway, I don't think we can really argue that.
I guess it's Fubuki's forte.
That could be. That could be.
The panel chamber shocks would have fried the culprit.
Yeah, because Fubuki's forte rewinded him.
And she was. Well.
Because he was
Fubuki
on the
was
robot.
with us, though.
No, but I think for this, he's saying, how would the shocked panels would have not affected him?
Oh, okay.
Maybe Fubuki is...
I'm thinking more ahead of that, like how he would have escaped coming back.
Right, but I think this is different.
No
I think so.
human can breach it.
No living human. Well, we have Fubuki's
Don't tell me the culprit
forte.
is a robot.
The culprit was on a robot.
That security system.
Fubuki's forte thing.
No living human can breach it.
Argue that. God dang it, stupid
Don't tell me the
red
culprit
word
is a
got me.
robot.
Alright, hold on, guys.
No comment.
No living human can breach it.
Get out of my way. There we go.
There we go.
Flash through this mystery.
First try.
Right.
See, he's in agreement.
He's hurt.
Is he actually gonna die now? Please die.
What? What are these? What are you making faces at me for?
Did you hear that big thumping sound?
What was that?
I don't know, something outside.
Oh, it was like you farted or something.
Could get past the panel
Yeah.
chamber by using Fubuki's forte.
So are they talking about going back then?
No, they're talking about how did they get past the panels, which seems really obvious if it was on the robot. I don't know why we need to bring this up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Are they talking about leaving?
They're talking about getting there.
In fact, that's how we got past the panels. The high voltage shocks kept destroying Amapel.
It only happened once.
But we reversed time.
What happens if you
every
get this
time
first
that
try?
happened.
I wonder what they'd
Well,
say now.
Desahiko makes you, because he fails it the first time.
You still control it though, don't you?
No.
Oh.
Correct. So whenever it was struck by the current, you went back in time. But while that was occurring, the culprit, a human, was riding on top of Amapel. That person was burnt to a crisp every time you failed.
They don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't care.
Which means you killed the culprit over and over
It was one time.
again.
We failed it one time and got it the rest.
Twice.
Oh, okay. Well, still.
Vivia,
If only you had chosen to remain ignorant, I would have walked beside you in silence.
Well, but they're still alive. I mean, they might not be now, but they're not going to be alive after we beat the Mystery Labyrinth anyway. What are we talking about right now? What's the weird part about this?
Is Vivia the killer? Is that what this is getting at?
But if you intend to seek the truth, then I
It looks like he has a little tear. You see that over there?
That's just piercing.
Oh.
I think he's about to turn into a mystery phantom, though. He's about to get in our way, bro.
Oh.
what are you doing? Why are you doing this?
So yeah, I'm a little confused what they're so, like, freaked out about. Because, duh, Fubuki's forte brought everything back in time.
Right. Go for the robot.
Am
or
I-
the guy on top of it.
Am I stupid? Am I missing something?
He's going to betray you, Master.
Betray me?
It's up to you, Yuma. This is your final chance to save the world you believe in. What are you going to do? It's time to decide your past.
Where'd the other guy go?
And your future.
Why, Vivia?
There he is. Yeah, I knew it. This guy he's gonna fight me.
I don't understand what he wants unless he's the culprit here. Or it's Yako, which should be on his deathbed anyways.
Yeah. I don't know. Vivia's not, like, an unreasonable culprit to suspect.
I guess. Is that his box cutter?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Stab wounds in back.
Let me ask you.
Oh.
Huh.
Why is he? He's so tall now. I mean, he was tall before. Oh, yeah, duh.
He didn't.
So the toxic gas is bacterial, so regular gas masks are ineffective against it. It takes about 30 minutes after exposure for the toxins to spread, and death is certain.
Yep.
So I think we can just use this and be like, well, they had 30 minutes.
It's
Well, I'm sorry.
To avoid the gas.
That's true.
Pretty true, yeah.
Surely die.
Not for 30
After
minutes.
30
You
minutes.
already know this, right?
So it's weird to see him talk with urgency.
I know.
The gas can see through even a gas mask.
Correct.
No ability can nullify its toxicity.
Except Fubuki's, I
Once it
guess.
is, you're
Yeah.
done for. You die.
You see the,
before
like,
reaching Wesker.
red words?
There, that one.
No one.
This is the truth.
You could still reach Weska! This is interesting that he turned on us, though, and we've never had to fight against an ally before.
Or a human.
Yeah. It's cool that he can just, like, summon words to attack me with.
I imagine it's pretty, like, you just think it and it happens here.
Yeah.
If you pass through the toxic gas, you'll die. But you'll have 30 minutes before it kills you. Which means you could survive for 30 minutes.
What? Don't tell me.
There are no gas masks here that can block this toxic gas.
I'm
and
just...
no fortes that can nullify it.
I'm very curious about the motive of why the heck you would want to kill Dr. Weska, of all people, so badly.
Unless you know something about Huesca that we don't.
Or his research.
Right.
But you're willing to give your own life to do it? Like, it's kind of...
I'm
very curious.
Unless it's still to try and get Yomi. You know, if he did do it. But I'm kind of losing faith in that theory a little bit.
You do nothing. You endure it in hopes of Amapal taking you to the next
Well, your brute
room.
force thing was right. There
I
you
figured. I don't know how else you would have gotten around that.
I really don't either.
Unless you were literally a tiny man.
My brain was bending in every possible way, thinking like, how do you get around the gas? How do you get around the gas? How do you get around the gas? You don't. You just don't. You don't get around the gas.
Then the culprit didn't do anything to counteract it and just passed through the toxic gas?
Yep.
It's the only explanation that makes sense. This is the truth. I can't believe it. But if the culprit really did just endure the toxic gas...
Then they...
And that could lead into like Yako then after this.
Right.
The culprit is...
It appears you finally glimpsed the truth.
Yeah, I think that's what it's hinting right now a little bit.
That it's Yako.
Because there's only one other person that's on their deathbed right now.
Right.
It's Dr. Weska and Yako.
Well,
What? Dr. Huesca?
how does it feel?
Well,
to have
Dr.
your
Weska
world
is the one that's dead, and
shatter
then
before your eyes?
Oh, okay.
Yako's on his deathbed.
I see.
You get it now?
Well, you just phrased that a little weird, like Dr. Huesca wasn't dead yet.
Well, I'm a little dumb, Ethan.
He's just like, I'm still alive, by the way.
Isn't this what you wanted?
What's he talking about?
Yomi's mystery phantom and Vivia are both right. Subconsciously, I didn't want to know the truth.
Huh?
Up until now, the Mystery Labyrinth was withholding the mysteries that led to the culprit. And that's because it's a reflection of my own reluctance.
Master, what's wrong? Do you know who the culprit is?
Yep.
It's the hitman, right?
Oh.
The truth is worthless.
Okay, so if Yako knows, so the hitman is still like a separate person here than Yako.
But who killed Yako then? Who stabbed him?
If the hitman really did kill Yako, why would Yako want to kill Dr. Weska before the hitman did? Because if the hitman's gonna go and kill him anyway,
It's got to be related to that picture.
yeah.
For some reason, because I think Yako wants us to figure this out. Why else would he leave like that such huge piece of evidence there? That just seems
The
really
photo?
weird. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, and yeah.
Nothing has less value in this isolated, rainy city. No one wants the truth. Not even you!
Yeah, I do.
Now, rot away and die right here! No one will get in my way. Kanai Ward, Amaterasu! They both belong to me!
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it is doing those red flashes now, though. I don't think it ever did that before.
I don't know if it ever did that before.
I feel like I would have noticed it.
He got big.
Been lifting the weights.
Little Vivia
culprit
is
carried
behind
out the
him.
crime like
What's
he
that smell? Did you fart?
I did
They
not,
should
I
be
swear.
dead from the toxic gas.
Oh,
my
he
God.
brought it over to you. That's so clever.
Yeah.
No
little
one at the
jerk.
scene has died from poison.
There's only one other person that's even close to dead, and he is
You can
bleeding at the
understand
mouth.
that much.
Yeah.
Then what are you still doing?
Stab his hands. Get out of here.
You're right that
Little
no
devil.
one in that lab died from that toxic gas.
And it's the end of the episode.
Ooh, cliffhanger.
I
But
was
yeah,
waiting for a good spot to end it, and it never came. Blah, blah.
But yeah, so it's gotta be Yako then. Which, by the way, I kind of said that earlier, like right at the beginning, so...
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Jakob?
That's all I literally wanted to hear. It's like, yep, that's pretty cool. That is it. That's all I needed.
I mean, no, yeah, that is. I mean,
I am a
with the
genius.
list of suspects we have, like,
It is a short list already.
yeah,
So
it'd be cooler if you knew why. It is a cool reason why.
hey, I could still be right if he was
About
trying
what?
to get Yomi to kill him.
Oh no, I'm talking more like the reason why it gets narrowed down to Yako, which I guess we kind of had that too with the gas thing. Like, just,
Right.
He brute forced
That
it.
was part of the theory, is that who else is like dying,
Yeah.
you know?
Well then, yeah, good job. You did do pretty good with that.
Thank you.
That's gonna do it for this episode, everybody. Like, subscribe, and
get
watch the next
hell
video.
out of here.
Huh?
I said get the hell out
Oh
of
my
here.
god, stop being so vulgar.
I'm sorry, get the frick out of here.
Oh my god, that's so much better.
Freaking stupid face.
Oh. Okay, bye. These outros always go way too long and they're never funny.
It ends now!
Just kidding. No, I'm just gonna end it.